spanking and suggest alternative discipline methods. Why are they so afraid of change?
Guilt. That's all it is. It's a confession. What you're hearing is a confession. It's a guilt response. It's done, again, in humor to get rid of empathy. And in one of your next questions, it's the same thing. But, I'll address that when the time comes. But it's guilt. When I commented on your video in the text, I said, really, why would someone brag about this? Hell, I don't know. Because I can't fathom bragging or even admitting that I had hit my child. But, I think it's guilt. I think it's a form of confession, and done in humor, or done and usually, as you point out, in a very, very defensive way. And really, I think that's it.
Like everybody else,
I've already covered this.
don't know everything. Nobody knows everything.
So my earlier
They can be wrong at times, just like
discussion about this covers what you're asking here. Why people idolize their parents. Because they can't compartmentalize their behavior.
Number 6. What do you think about spanking humor?
What do I think about spanking humor? And hopefully anyone who's watching this has watched your video. You give a really nice, broad sampling of stand-up comedians talking about, I've got to whoop my child, and you got to whoop your child, and you got to hit your child. And, when I was a kid, and going through. Well, first of all, I think it serves two purposes. One, it's cathartic for anyone who was spanked to laugh about something that was obviously painful and traumatic. It's a form of therapy. And two, again, defensive. It's a defensive reaction to make light of something that is culturally, some people feel part of their heritage. It's hard for me to even say that sentence, but it's true and it's sick. All humor is based in pain of some kind. It is as a species, apes, all apes laugh, all apes have humor. We are great apes. And it is, and I studied this in college, this was part of my major, so I know a lot about this. Humor is a reaction to something that is uncomfortable, something that is painful, either as a misogynistic perspective, people making fun of themselves, or to situations where you don't know. A knock-knock joke is essentially, look how ignorant you are, you couldn't figure that out. And it's funny, ha ha ha, down to, obviously, physical humor. The Three Stooges, and the ladder swings around and whacks Curly in the face, and wow, that's funny. Well, obviously, if you try to really look at it, it's not funny, but we get that reaction because it is our, as a species, reaction to pain, is to laugh. And spanking is painful on many levels, psychologically and physically, so it's ample fodder for comedians. It's that simple. I'm no lawyer, but it's my opinion that it's already illegal, and it's simply not enforced. Is battery not illegal? It's just not enforced with children, and that to me is a very, very sad thing. It is simply not enforced. It is already illegal. Battery is illegal. If I grab somebody that I'm unhappy with in the supermarket and flip them over a counter and spank them, it's going to be assault and battery, and I'm going to go to jail for it. And I should. That a child, the people, again, that this society is charged as adults to protect more than anyone else, is not protected in the same way, for me is disgusting. I want to thank you for these insightful and intelligent questions. They were to the point. They were exactly the things that I didn't cover and in my own videos, and I cannot thank you enough for these responses and replies. This is what, for me, YouTube is all about. It's not about booty videos and stuff like that. For me, if that's what it is for you, great. I want to thank you very much, and I really, really appreciate the replies and the time that you took to do them.